Oh, good. I didn't have to wake you up. I've got some rather unfortunate news, I'm afraid. Your family, well, they were getting a little suspicious of you not turning up, so I had to make a choice for the future of our relationship. I won't bore you with the details, but let's just say that I think it's best that we relocate for the good of our relationship. In fact, while I was at your house, I gathered up some of your remaining belongings. The things that I've seen you wearing or using in the past. That way, you'll feel more at home. Now that it's been several weeks since I started injecting you with this serum, by now, you should be more than complacent. And I can tell, even with those glazed-over eyes, that you're as excited as I am for us to start our new life together. Here. Now won't you give me a kiss? Perfect. This is just as I'd always hoped it would be. It just took a little chemical rearranging to make it happen. But now that you're completely open and accepting to all the love that I have to give to you, our lifetime of happiness is sure to be nothing but pure bliss. We're gonna get on the train this evening and take it several hundred miles west, to the city that I've picked for us to live in. Neither of us have family living there, so we're sure to be free of any more interruptions. Oh, how I love that look of complacency in your eyes. I didn't think that it was possible for you to be any cuter, but here you are, in the most beautiful state that I could have asked for. The state of complete and total submission to my love for you. My love, you're oh so perfect. I couldn't ask for more. We're going to have such a beautiful life together, you and I. I know that my words mean nothing to you anymore. From this point on, you're a mindless slave to the bliss of our relationship. You silly, adorable thing. How could I have ever gotten as lucky as to find someone like you? And to think, all of those people who would have gotten in our way, they've simply been dealt with, one way or another. I would tell you that you won't miss them, but you're far beyond your life outside these walls, aren't you, my love? Oh, it's all right. I know that you can't answer. That glazed-over look of contentment is all that I need to know that deep down, you agree with my decision. I know that we had some conflict at first, but all of the best relationships have conflict, my dear. That's what makes them so strong and resilient. From the moment that I first saw you, I knew that we'd be together forever, one way or another. And while I definitely ran into numerous roadblocks, none were too difficult to keep me away from you, my love. Truly, I was given unimaginable tenacity when it came to my pursuit of you, powered solely by my burning desire to be with you. There was never a moment that I doubted that one day, I'd make you see that we were destined to be together. That one night that I followed you to the train station made all of the difference and set my plan into motion, my love. Truly, the fates of love drawing us closer together. I'd had your train schedule memorized for weeks, so when I saw that you'd not made it to the train station until a couple of hours later, I knew that the nearly abandoned last train of the night would be the perfect setting for me to put my plan into motion. And how easy it was, wasn't it? Chivalry got the best of you as you saw me standing alone and scared in the chilly night air on that train platform. You simply had to be kind to me and offer me your company, just as I had planned from the beginning. You let your guard down, my love. Some would call that a critical mistake, but not me. I know that it was no mistake. I know that it was the universe's plan for us to be together. And you falling for my act and playing to your need to protect a weak, innocent thing like me was simply that plan being set into motion. We sat together for quite some time on that train, and once the last of the other 2 passengers had exited the car, it was oh so easy to plunge that needle into your neck, my love. Getting you off the train was simple enough. The drug didn't render you unconscious, just unresponsive. So helping you walk and telling the train station attendant that you were just a little too drunk to walk on your own was more than enough for me to avoid any suspicion. Your family didn't even expect you home for the night because I called them a few hours before, pretending to be your boss. I told them that every employee was being asked to stay late for a special event and that I was making a courtesy call to all the wives and families of the employees so that they wouldn't worry. Company policy and all. And oh my, did they fall for that ever so easily. It wasn't until weeks later that they would soon become a problem. And that's when I had to take care of them myself. I can do a very convincing imitation of your mother, you know. The police chief couldn't tell the difference over the phone. It was almost laughable how easily they called off their search for you after only one little unconfirmed phone call. It makes you wonder how many others have gotten away with the same kind of plan, no? Either way, week after week of keeping you down here hooked to that IV and force-feeding you with those restraints, cleaning you and caring for you, and of course, giving you your daily injection of this little miracle-working serum. And now, you're perfect! Well, not that you weren't perfect before. You just needed an attitude adjustment is all. But now you're exactly as I'd always hoped, and I absolutely can't wait for our new life together to begin. And once the initial effects of the drug wear off in a few months, you'll have completely forgotten about your life before me, which will make it oh so easy for me to feed you decades of false memories of you and I before your accident. Oh, what a rotten accident it was, too. You stepped out in front of a car to save a small child who had run out into the street after a ball, and were struck in his place. You broke several ribs and suffered a nasty head injury. I'll be sure not to remind you that those injuries were actually from the metal pipe in the corner. A necessary measure, I'm afraid. How else would I have convinced you without some visible scarring, huh? And the head injury gave you amnesia, I'm afraid. The doctors were worried that you'd never recover, but month after month of my constant care and aid in your recovery has helped you back to normal. Isn't that wonderful, my love? I'm sure that you'll be thrilled to hear all of the stories that I'll tell you about our fond memories together. All of the trips to the beach that we've never actually taken. All of the moonlight walks where you talked about our future together. How you told me that I was the only one for you. How you told me that all you wanted in life was to settle down with me and start a family. Soon enough, that will be all you can remember wanting, my love. And oh, what a wonderful future that will be. I've even stashed away the engagement ring that you wanted to surprise me with in the boxes of things that I've packed away for when you fully recover your memories. I'll apologize over and over again about ruining the surprise, but I'll make sure to let you know that even though the surprise was ruined, I still love the ring that you picked out for me. And whenever you ask, the answer will absolutely be yes. Oh, my love, I can see it now. You and me forever, just as it always should have been.